Good morning. How is everyone? I'll give everyone just a second to see if anyone wants to join. Okay, so chapter 4 in the game plan is all about the pitfalls that you may fall into as you start building your business. So I'm going to apologize up front. I am very red, so I may say things in a way that's kind of harsh or a little straightforward, but I don't think it serves anybody to kind of sugarcoat things. So if you're very yellow, I'm sorry. I love you. I still love you, and you're doing great. So let's talk a little bit about some of the pitfalls that all of us have fallen into who are silver or above. I promise you, we have all hit one or probably all of these pitfalls sometime during the course of our business growth. And so letting you know up front, these are some things that you're going to probably want to do. I think will help you to not do them, I hope. So this is definitely a case of do what we say, not what we did. So the first one is not having a strong close. And I find generally, especially with when you're first starting out, is there is this unreasonable fear of becoming a salesperson. Heaven forbid that you sell something. So I want to put your mind at ease about this one. If you tell somebody in your class, oh, you don't have to buy anything, you are doing them a disservice. They do have to buy something if they want anything in their life to change with Young Living. You have to buy something, and you have to buy something every month if you want to see any changes in your life. So if you are really, really, truly interested in helping your friends and family feel better, they are going to have to buy something. And it's not so that you get rich, because you won't. You will not get rich based just on what your friends and family are buying every month. But if you want them to get better, they will need to buy something. So put that aside and let them know how to do it. Be firm with them. No, this is what you need to do. You need to buy this kit, and then we need to get you on Essential Rewards. And you need to buy something every month, because this is going to solve the problems that you just told me that you had, or this is going to make your life better. And you know this because you are doing it. And that is one of the keys, is that you have to be doing what you're telling other people to do. And then you're not selling them anything. You are showing them through your example that there's a better way. I've been thinking lately, we're not selling oils. I've never sold an oil. What we're doing is showing people a better way to live. And in order for that to happen, you need to work on your own belief. So if you find yourself unable to tell somebody how to order oils, what I suggest that you do is you spend 15 minutes every single day building your belief. Belief in the products, belief in yourself, believe in network marketing as a business model. Spend time learning about these things, just a small amount of time. I don't want you to get hours a day in, but build your belief in yourself, build your belief in Young Living, and that will help you when it comes to a close. Very simple. Okay, step 1 is you get a kit. Step 2 is you get on Essential Rewards. That's what you have to do. You've said this is what you want to work on. This is how you do it. Okay, so enough on that. The second pitfall that Sarah talked about was using the same friend circle. So here I'm going to tell you a little bit about your comfort zone. And your comfort zone is going to be to go to the same people that you know, and then you get frustrated because, after you've talked to all 30, 40 people, however many you think may be interested in Young Living because you've prejudged them and you've only approached those people that you think might be interested, you're going to run out of people, and then you're going to get discouraged. And you say, I can't do this because I don't know anybody. You will need to do two things. Number one, you will need to earn the trust of your friends to be able to say, let me have access to your friends, in the form of, hey, will you host a class? Will you invite 5 friends over so that I can practice? You're going to need to be excited enough about Young Living that your friends are going to allow you into their friend circles. And then you're going to need to ask. The other thing that you're going to have to do once you are through your warm market is you're going to have to figure out how to talk to people you don't know. And that is so scary. I know for me in the beginning, that was probably my biggest growth curve, was learning to talk to people I didn't know. And to be able to be interested in them and then look for that opening to let them know what I do. Get a really good business card. So when people say, oh, what do? You can hand them a business card that is interesting enough that they look at it and go, oh, tell me more about that. So those are the two things there. So get out of your same friend circle. Okay, number 3 is marketing. Not giving yourself enough lead time before a class. If you have 1 week to put a class together, and I think I talked about this before, schedule in your planner that you need to market your class. You're going to have to, again, really sorry for this information, you're going to have to pick up the phone. And I am probably the worst one, especially, I still struggle picking up the phone and talking to people. And Susan and I laugh because I really have a pathological fear of the phone. You have to talk to people on the phone. If you are just using Facebook to market, you will be frustrated because you will get to your class and you will find no one there. People are not as responsive on Facebook as they are to your voice. So you must pick up the phone 2 weeks in advance, a week in advance, a couple days in advance, on the day of. So you're going to have to talk to those people 4 times if you actually want them to show up to your class. So get good on the phone. Hey, I'm really excited about this class. I can't wait to see you. It's been a while. Looking forward to seeing you. Hey, I know you know where I live, but I wanted to make sure you had the right address. All of those things need to happen before your class, or you will get frustrated, I promise. And you won't go because there's not going to be anybody there who's new. Okay, I'm trying to hurry here. Market enough. Okay, follow-up system. I'm only going to touch briefly on this. You do need to stay in contact with your people. When they've ordered particularly if they get a PSK, there's a lot of oils in there. That's going to last a long time, especially if they don't open it and use it. They've just spent $100 and they think, or $160, and they think, well, there's really, what do I do with this stuff? And I'm not going to spend any more because I'm not using it. So make sure you're following up with them. Make sure that you're talking to them, again, on the phone after that you have, after they've bought a kit, to make sure they know what they're doing. Okay, number 5 is treating this like a business. If you are just interested in getting your own oils paid for, that's not a business, and that's okay. That's a perfectly good goal. And no one, you don't have to do this as a business. But if you want to retire a spouse, or you want to replace your own income and quit, or you want to do anything more than make a couple $100s a month with this, you will need to treat it like a business. And that means you're going to need to invest time. Most businesses don't make a profit for the first 2 or 3 years. They lose money for 2 or 3 years. With Young Living, that is not the case. You should not be spending more time or more money building your business than you're making. So you should never be running at a deficit. But you are going to put in more time, especially at the beginning, than you're going to get paid for on an hourly basis. The way I like to think of it is you're first from 0 to silver. It's kind of like you're getting a degree in college. So you are going to go to class and you're going to learn new things and you're going to learn new skills and you're going to have to practice those skills and perfect them, and then you will get a paycheck. Then you will get your degree. So if you treat it like a hobby or this thing that you're trying, it's probably not going to work. You can't treat it like you're, maybe I'll do this if it works out, the first couple of times. You are going to have to invest. And I promise you, there will be times when you are going to want to quit. So if you are dedicated to this as a business, that'll push you through those times. Those are the times you have to go back to why. Why am I doing this? Because there are times it's frustrating. There are times it's hard. There are plenty of times that you need to pick up the phone and call your upline and say, I need help because I'm done. I'm done. And it's those times that you need to reach out. Don't pull back at those times and not let your upline know that you're struggling, because we've all been there and we know how to get you through it. So absolutely treat it like a business and reach out to us. Okay, and so the final pitfall to avoid is getting distracted. And you will find that this happens, this sneaks in a lot if you're not paying attention. And distractions can look like a lot of things. Let me tell you just real quick the 80-20 rule. So 80% or 20% of your activities produce 80% of the money. And what you want to do is make sure you're spending 80% of your time on those 20% activities. So what does actual money making, business building, business growing activity look like? It is face-to-face with a new person. It is talking to a brand new person who's not in your business yet. And what I see happen a lot is, especially when you're new, is you start doing things like, oh, I'm going to build a Facebook group, or I'm going to build a website, or I'm going to do a storefront, or I'm going to do a bunch of make and takes, and you start working with the same people. You sponsor 5 or 6 people, and all of a sudden you want to do training for them, and you want to encourage them to build, and you stop talking to new people. That will stop your growth dead in the tracks. Like, there will be no growth if you are focused on your downline and making them do stuff or helping them do stuff or training your people when you are not at least minimum executive. So until you are executive, you don't worry about training your people. Don't worry about being a good leader for them. What you need to do is turn them over to your upline. There are so many ways to plug in, so many places to get training. Yes, you follow up with them and you develop relationships with them, but when you have 5, even 15, even 20, I'm going to say even 50 people in your group, you need to be still focused on getting in front of new people. 80% of your time needs to be in front of new people, because that is what's going to give you the momentum to grow. And then as you get bigger, you start to transition some of that into being a leader and training your downline and helping people below you. But until you are at that level, please stay focused on getting in front of new people. And those can be your downline's new people, but don't spend hours on the phone with your downline strategizing or putting together a class or a make and take or a big event, because that is not business building activity for you. And if you are newer and you want to get some momentum going, you need to be in front of new people. Okay, well, that's Carrie's much longer than needs to be overview of chapter 4. So I will let you go for now. You guys have a great day, and again, sorry for being a little red there. let me know if you have questions. If you guys want to talk about it, post below the video, and I'll be happy to answer questions. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day. Go talk to new people. Bye.